So here I am again, snapper fishing, distance casting. Going to be using my Alvey gear today, so hoping to get a nice red. So I'm going to be using bonito. You know, I've got a bonito. It's the middle of winter and I caught bonito. Now for people that don't understand, bonito are the more temperate species, like you catch them more so from about December till about maybe the end of May. They were right through June, right into July. I mean, if you don't know, that's quite ridiculous, especially for species like bonito. Anyway, fresh bonito, squid and some mac tuna. That's the baits I've got at the moment. Sydney snapper fishing, see how I go. As you can see, it's a low tide period at the moment. Plenty of exposed rock. Yeah, little snapper. Feels like a nice little platey. Some very bad reef in front of me there. Well, here we go. Barely a platey. So I'm using an extra floppy rod today. I might have to change it because that felt felt so much bigger. There you go, it's not even legal, look at that. Far from legal. 29. So it definitely goes back in. Yeah, so I'll do the usual thing. If I don't get a bite here soon, I'll move. I've only got about an hour and a half window to fish before dark. And I don't really want to stay much after dark. Like, well, I'm only going to stay up till dusk. That's about it. Okay, so bring it in, check it out. Ah! Up on the way in. The big ledge on the way in. Bastard. Done. Here we go, here we go. Oh! Oh, better red. Oh yes! I think this one's legal. That's for sure. Yeah, definitely a much better red. Oh, bad ledge in front of me. Oh. Oh. Got it over. Oh. Oh, here we go. Beautiful. Woo. Oh yeah. Sweet. Nice snapper. I reckon about 38 at least. Wonderful. Now I knew that was about a fish. Might just measure it up on the spot here, I think. Yeah, 37, 38 centimetres. You. Sweet. Beautiful. That's in the bag. Well, just discussing with my camera person about moving. It doesn't look like I'm going to be moving now. For now, anyway. Very bad terrain out there. There's multiple ledges. There's a ledge in front of me. There's a ledge out further, about 40 metres out. A very steep ledge. I've caught good snapper here, but I've also lost a lot of good snapper from here as well. So that's the problem of distance casting, is that you've got to make it to the sand or the grit, basically, the gravel, but you're also casting over maybe multiple ledges, over big steep boulders and nasty territory. So anyway, back out there. Ooh, big wave. Big wave. It's pretty big sets out there. Ooh. I put the snapper in a keeper net and I didn't tie it off. Got to make sure it doesn't get washed away. Oh. Good fish. Might be a tad smaller than the last one, I think. Oh, it's going over that rough ledge. Yeah, it's only a smallish fish. Oh. Oh. That's not a bad snapper. It's okay. Well, you see how much of a hassle it is just to get fish that size over where I'm fishing. That's about 35. Not a bad little red. Woo! Looks like I might be getting a few. You know, I'm loving this, but I'm not looking forward to hooking something that's a kilo and a half. It's hard to land. Double ledge. One about, as I said, one about 40, 50 metres out. 40 metres out, I'd say. And one about, probably about 10, 12 metres in front of me, I guess. 10 metres in front of me. I mean, if I really have to, I could bolt down and probably free it, but you can see some bloody big waves coming through there. You know. Okay, back out there. Just gonna check this line. I'm always checking every cast. You know, it's only the big fish you're going to lose. It's not the small ones. That's often the reason why anglers don't test their line. They don't check it out because they go, oh, nothing's going on here. And when they hook something large, there's a bit of a nick in your line, and that's when you lose something large. Yeah, so I measured up that snapper. It was 34 and a half, say 34, so it's well over legal. Oh, here we go. Small fish. Whoa! Gave that plenty of time. It's only smallish. Keep the pressure on it. Little red, mate. I don't know if it's legal, this one. A few bites. Oh, look at that. That's swallowed a 4.0. A 4.0. So if you want to use tiny hooks, as you can see, that's not legal. So I'm just going to cut that off as close as possible and release it. Let it revive a bit, give it a bit of a chance. I don't want to throw it over that ledge there, it's a little bit too far to throw. Yeah, so the ledge I'm fishing is pretty nasty to land fish, you know. I mean, I'm looking forward to hooking a 1.5 kilo plus snapper, but at the same time, I'm not looking forward to it because they're pretty hard to land even at 1.5 kilos. I've got them up to, I've got some big fish out of here, but only just barely landed them. So I'm probably getting about maybe 90, I guess. Roughly 90. This rod I'm using, I haven't used it for a very long time. It's a bit floppy. I find it's a bit floppy. It loads up too much. It's not really meant to be a distance casting rod, but I tell you what, it is really nice to feel a snapper bite on. Very sensitive. I'm using a 4-ounce sinker on it at the moment. It's probably best suited for more like 3, but it's working okay. The old Wilson live fibre rod. I think it's a 6 to 10 kilo. Yeah, so the gear will be in the description, but it won't be this outfit here because these are discontinued. You might be able to pick up a live fibre rod, a discontinued one, but at the end of the day, you know, I'll give you some suggestions. Here we go. Here we go. Whoa! Oh, it's reefed up. There you go. Back out again. Whoa, it's going through some very harsh ledges. It's a snapper. Whoa! Feel the rubbing and rubbing. Oh, here we go. Got to chase it. Gotta chase it. Oh yeah, quite a reasonable fish. Oh yeah. Woo! How good's that? Beautiful. So it's a little bit bigger than the second fish. Keep an eye on that water too. I don't want to have my back to the water too much. That is nice. Probably about 36 at least. Woo! How good's that? Okay, so that's definitely in the bag. There you go, free snapper. It's good. Well, I got squid, and I got some mackerel tuna as well, but it just seems like the bonito is working so well. You know, you can use salmon fillet, you can use tailor fillet, any of the tunas. Bonito, frigate mackerel, mackerel tuna, striped tuna, slimy mackerel. Amazing bait, slimy mackerel. Okay, here we go again. Oh, some big sets. Oh, here we go. Oh! Oh, it's a bigger fish. Oh, yeah. It's got a bit of weight to it, this one. Oh. Oh. Oh, it's rubbing. Oh, well, you fooled me. Yeah, it's a nice fish. Probably slightly bigger than the largest. Probably another 38. Yoo! How good's that? That is fantastic. Another nice snapper. Beautiful. Very pleased. Gee, what, it pulled hard for its size. Oh, a bit of fish BS, mate. It was actually slightly smaller than that, you know, than the largest one. So it actually went 37. The other one was actually sort of closer to 38. How good's that? One side of the bonito. Just one side. See, the fillet's a bit thick, so I thin it off a little bit, because that meat's just going to be wasted. You can use your bait, mate. There's that sort of string, that stretchy string. You can use that. I prefer to thin the fillet off a bit. Well, I'm pretty pleased. I didn't get any big snapper today, but they're good fish. Mate, you get a big fish, it's an absolute bonus. But if you just get that, that's a bonus. That's good enough. Tell you what, with this floppy rod, they feel really solid. Yeah, so the bare minimum for distance casting equipment, Alvey or spin gear, is 12 foot, but I recommend 13 plus. 13 to 14 is the best length. You just got that much more length to keep your line out of the reef. I don't know, I'm contemplating on packing up soon. I think I'm pretty satisfied with what I've got. I think my camera person will be rapt about that too. Oh, look at this. Woo! Wow, this current is fast. It is quick. I'm using 4 ounces, 4-ounce snapper sinker. It's just ripping across. Well, it seems like it's gone a bit quiet. I think this might be my outro. Ah! Woo! Every time. This is like seriously one of the worst spots you can snap a fish. That is my outro. Well, how's that? 4 snapper anyway. Pretty wrapped. I'm going to just wind up and go and grab the gear and go to a safer spot, clean the fish down, and that's it. Okay, let's go. Well, there you go. 4 snapper up to 38 centimetres. Very nice. Couple of undersized fish. Territory is so nasty out there. Seemed like you either had to hook a fish or get a snag on the way back in. So the gear will be in the description, ranging from reel, rod and accessories as well used. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll have more coming soon. But the snapper fishing will continue right up around August and September and October as well. You know, snapper are one of those species that you can catch probably about 9 to 10 months of the year at least. You do have some down periods, but please like, share and subscribe. Have more coming soon.